Good morning, everybody. My name is Remy, and I am a shamanic practitioner, and this is my wife,
Angelica, and I'm an intuitive medium, and we're out for our morning walk as we're getting our week started. Really, it's Monday.
Oh, there's a car behind us. So today we are, this is the start of our, I'm going to start this. So, as you guys have seen, you have kind of gotten a glimpse into our lives when we go to work. You've gotten a glimpse into us looking for RVs or vans and kind of just checking things out. So for this week, we're going to kind of show you what it's like to see behind the scenes of entrepreneurs. This little lady,
super glamorous.
She's been doing this for a very long time. I've had the benefit of having a family business, but since we are creating something together, she's kind of helping me out, and we're kind of getting our schedule in order again after everything that's kind of, come up. So you're going to see how we plan, the things that we do behind the scenes, the marketing and all that stuff. But yeah, we always try to get a walk in the morning after we eat, especially now that it's nice out, although it has been super hot lately. So we haven't really gotten too many walks in when it's like 90 plus at like 8 in the morning. But today's not that bad. So we're going to get our little walk in, we're going to get back, and then yeah, you guys will see what's up. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, I was just going to say we're gearing up for like 2 launches, and anytime you're kind of gearing up to launch anything, it's a lot of work. So we're trying to be as particular, but also as gentle as we can be with ourselves, because our schedule is going to be pretty packed for the next like 3 weeks as we're launching. I love launches, but they can be really stressful. And like I said, it's a lot of work. So we're looking forward to it, but we have quite a bit that we have to get done once we're back home. So this feels good to like get out, get in the sun, get a little movement in, and then we'll just be kind of, knocking it out from here on out. So we'll take you guys along. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's these beautiful cranes. How do you zoom in, hon?
The up button.
Up here?
Oh wait, you gotta like that, and then
There we go.
and then click on it.
There we go. Ooh, they're so pretty.
All right, so baby's down for a nap. I have the monitor here. I have been working on the landing page, the website, and like the checkout stuff, just so you guys kind of get an idea. I didn't want to record myself doing all of it because that's just boring. No one wants to see that. You guys want to see the fun stuff, so I'm going to show you guys how fun this can be. So we go to website and go to landing pages. That loads up. We have all of our websites up here. Here's the shamanic path. And so this is what I've been creating. This is what I'm going to be launching soon. So people will be coming here. I have to go through and, this is what I made. So it's fun and exciting. And then from here, in order to check out, we have to, I'm going to exit. This is going to take a minute. We got to go to products, courses, just so you get an idea of how like complex this can get. So from here, I have to go to, like I did all of these right here. So once you buy into the program, there's videos and information here, and each one of them, it just gets really like in depth. We go to the offer section, and then down here I go to this guy, and then here I get to explain some stuff, but I also get to put the pricing, but then I got to go to this menu. And then from here, there's more information, but I got to make it look pretty. So I got to go to edit checkout. And then finally, this is where I get to put in like the information that you guys see. So, as you can see, this is new to me, and I'm very grateful that Angelica knows her stuff about this, so she's been very helpful. But she's been doing this for a long time, and I'm new to this, and it hurts my brain. But thank you for her help. I'm able to get this done. So yeah, all right. And now she's kind of doing her own thing right now. I'm gonna pass the camera over to her so you guys can get an idea of what we do, what our days look like from day to day. Being an entrepreneur.
What's up, you guys? So right now I am getting a couple of things done. It's only like 10, it's not even 10:20 yet. And we have actually gotten a lot done this morning. It's helping because the baby went down for her nap. And what was really tough the last month is she just like stopped napping. So it's like when you have that, even if it's like an hour of time just to like shower or create something that needs to get done, like it really helps. So when she wasn't napping, it really threw us off and we were really, really tired. So she's currently napping. We just got a lot done on our checklist. But what has really helped, I actually had ChatGPT I inputted like all of the like physical things that need to get done week to week from a business perspective and from like a human creative perspective, because that's a part of like how your business runs, is like how much you're actually nurturing yourself. So I had ChatGPT like spit out a schedule, and we kind of altered things to like fit our own schedule and created our own schedule, but it really is to help us stay on track. So every Monday morning we have a meeting to discuss the week and to look ahead at like the quarter, just to see like what we're launching or what projects we're really trying to like put out. And then we kind of backtrack from there as far as like, okay, what needs to get done? And then we go even smaller back from there of like what needs to get done week to week to make sure that we're taking those little steps each day to get to the end result. I wish I could show you this cute little bird. He always comes out here on the little top of the tree right outside of the office, and he always hangs out there. But he was just chirping away. So basically, what I'm doing now is I'm going to take a little bit of time to actually meditate and to work on this secret project. I don't want to talk about it just yet, because I want to keep it close to the chest, but I'm working on a pretty big project that's going to take a while, and I'm trying to dedicate as much time as I can per day, and then I work again in the evening to work on this project. My connection to spirit or the universe or the other side, whatever it may be, all of the above, is really heightened in the morning time. So I really like to take this time initially to write and to work on like any big projects or anything that I need like really fine, like really zero in on as far as like the information that I'm creating and connecting to in the evening time. It's been really nurturing for me to like sit and write and to work on this project. So today I'm working on it now, which is a blessing. And then I'll work on it again this evening. And the last thing I want to say, because entrepreneurship is wild, but I absolutely love it. I would not have it any other way. I used to be really, really like hyper in the masculine energy of always producing. And it wasn't until I started to shift and really nurture the feminine, which you guys know I talk about this all the freaking time, but it was such a game changer, that I actually allowed myself and like business to start moving in the way that I wanted it to, but also in a way that's like beneficial. It's not just like spinning your wheels and not actually getting anywhere. The way that I was running business before was just a really hollow, exhausting way of running business. I was working all the freaking time, all the time, like between one-on-ones, between coaching clients, between the back end, teaching. Like it was just, it's not sustainable. So once I started to incorporate in that feminine aspect of like working with my own moon cycle, working with the full moons, working with the seasons and my own seasons of life, depending on where I'm at in the medicine wheel, according to like my own birthday and my own life cycles. And when I started to allow my like nurturing of my creativity to come in, which is hence why I'm writing and why I have to take time to meditate and to ground and to center. I always like to make like a little offering outside as well. Sometimes I work with cacao, but it's my way to really nurture and allow that part of me to step forward. So as you heard in the earlier part of this, it's really important to have time for creativity because the creativity actually supports every aspect of mind, body, heart, but also your business. So my goal is actually to work on my pipe bag over here, which I have it done, but I need to adjust something on it. So it's like my creative outlet. So I have to sew and I have to design something and sew a strap to go onto my pipe bag. So when it's done, maybe I'll show you guys, maybe I won't, I don't know yet, but it looks beautiful, but I'm taking that as like my creative outlet for the week. And then sometimes I write, sometimes I'll create something else. It just kind of depends on like what mood I'm in. So that's what I'm going to be working on. So the one thing I want to say as far as like entrepreneurship is you have to make sure that you're taking time to nurture the creative aspect because you can get burnt out really, really fast while you're on this journey.
Day 2. Well,
it's been like 3 days.
It's been like 3 days. So we got a few things accomplished. We weren't able to record it because it's basically just us being on our computers. We got a little bit of that showing you guys what we've been doing. I got the website done, the funnel almost done, and we had a breakfast and we decided to come out even earlier today before it starts to get hot again. But yeah, we were able to get work done, and then we were also able to go check out some other RVs. We decided to kind of go into the used route after doing a lot of research.
And we were talking about like where we want to be in the next couple of years, and we think that going more of the used route financially and for what we're getting. You know, we've never done this before, so we're going to learn about what we like and what we don't like once we're in it. So we have a model that we love, and we've been looking at like 2023s, 2022s in that same model. And we think it's going to be a really good fit just to like take us around the country to learn about what we want and where we want to settle. Right?
Yeah. The other thing is used RVs tend to have like all the recalls and stuff taken care of. Apparently there are some good RVs out there, but most of them have issues. And if you get like a brand new one, yes, it's under warranty, but you'll be bringing it back in a lot, I hear. So there's just a lot of information. So we were just checking out some older models, and it was a lot of fun. We didn't really record it because they were kind of quick trips, only because we've been working our asses off on what needs to be done.
Like trying to get the quick RV trips in like in the middle of the day and then go back and finish up the work, and
yeah,
it's just been a little hectic.
Luckily we've built some rapport with some of the dealerships, so they kind of know what we're looking for, and they'll reach out, or I'll reach out and ask them if they have anything in this price range or in this size and model. And so we were able to check out like just one or two here and there, and those are just quick trips. The other thing is, my friends are going paddleboarding down the river on Friday. 4th of July is coming up, and they invited me, so I'm very excited to go to that. But I realize I can't take this camera with me because it is not an action cam, and if I get it wet, it'll die. So we're kind of discussing getting action cameras for anything else that we want to do. Kind of like when we went to the RV show and it started to rain, we needed to be very careful with this camera, and so we were hanging out under the awnings of like all the RVs. But yeah, anything else you want to add?
No, I have a lot of clients from like here through
Sunday.
Like Sunday, yeah. I'm kind of like fully booked. which I was taking just a little bit of a break from just because I was so burnt out. But I'm really excited to connect back with clients, and yeah, we're just kind of notching away. We have some like really exciting stuff that we did this week and hired on some people that are helping us grow. So we're actually really excited about it. So
Extremely
that's
excited.
about it.
All right. We'll get back to you guys. What's up, guys? So, it's Monday again. We had a full week of just doing a lot of work and a lot of stuff coming up. We had a ceremony over the weekend, which we're not supposed to record, so we don't, but that's why this week has kind of just been a lot of us working, so not too much content. I know you guys don't want to see us just typing away on our keyboards or on our phones, but we've got a lot done. We still got a bit more to go, but if you guys are interested in my course or Angelica's course,
Hey guys.
then we'll have the link down below. Did you talk about your cacao yet?
I don't know yet.
Oh, let's do it right now.
Okay, well, I've talked about the Awakening the Feminine cacao, which is like a 6-month container, but I've actually decided to do online monthly cacaos, just like you can pop in when you want. You can come every month, you can come one time, whatever it may be. But we're starting that on the 19th, and the cacao is provided for. And it's going to be really nice. I'm excited. We're doing full moon. We're doing cacao under the full moon in person because there's a full moon coming up. And then the following week is when we're doing the online version. So we're working with cacao a lot. So there's plenty of opportunities to work together. So we'll make sure to put our information below this video if you want to find out more on like how to work together with cacao. But
Yeah, and
we're walking uphill.
Yeah, we're walking uphill right now, so we're breathing a little heavy. We gotta get our walks in anyway. 4th of July was last Friday, and I went paddleboarding with a friend. It was a lot of fun. I was so nervous and that I tensed up, and I didn't realize how much I was tensing. So like 30 minutes in, I was finally able to relax, and at that point my body was just done. I was burnt out. My friend had a bunch of his friends with him, so I was like, you guys go ahead, I'm gonna just float. And since we were pedaling upstream, I just relaxed all the way back, which was a lot of fun. I do want to do it again, but yeah, that was quite the adventure. But also I want to be able to go with Angelica here. She had a lot to do that day.
We had
bugs.
We have a pretty strict schedule that we're following as far as like online business goes. But I've had a lot more one-on-one clients last week, this week, next week. So we're kind of shifting around and just being really flexible with like how we're working and what we're focusing in on. And we're realizing that health is like really high on the list that we might have been neglecting a little bit because we've had so much emotional turmoil and just emotional experiences happening the last couple of months. So we're really trying to make it like, you know, entrepreneurship. I said this before, it's like not just business. It really is like a lifestyle. So we're trying to figure out like our best course of action, like with seeing clients, with working online, with hosting courses, with our health, with family time. Like we're really finding a really good balance, and it's been nice. So that was kind of this week. Like we tried out a new schedule, and we're really working to see like what we need to adjust and move from there.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about that part, our scheduling.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that next because this episode is all about entrepreneurship. So as you guys know that I've said before, entrepreneurship is more than just like business concepts. We're trying to figure out like our whole lifestyle and shifting and making sure that we're nurturing ourselves with creativity and exercise and all of that. So Remy found this lady. Do you remember her first name?
Oh my God, no, I'm bad with
Stephanie,
names.
maybe Ashley. I don't know.
Jackie. I
don't know. She lives in Canada, but we found her on YouTube, and she has great perspectives about entrepreneurship as far as like marketing and just like the flow of weekly content, the flow of like hiring a team and how to like delegate certain tasks and things like that. So we've been working with some of her concepts as far as like how we're like creating one piece of content, but then creating 4 other pieces just from that one thing, which saves a lot of brain power, honestly.
Yeah.
And it really has helped us have like more of a wide range of information in different 4 different platforms, and then different like, you know, a reel, a carousel, a blog, you know, all these things. Modalities. So that's been really nice. Modalities, yeah. Is there anything else about that? Because that's been super helpful.
Yeah, no, that honestly, her YouTube videos, we'll try to link her also. She's really cool.
She's really good.
But like her YouTube videos are like how she does different things and basically being an entrepreneur. So some of them was like how she does her social media, how she structures her work week. Oh. And there goes
There's BB.
Having a sneeze.
You okay, babe? We'll give her a second to breathe.
Alright. B was having a little sneezing fit. Let me fix this guy. As we were saying, it was just very enlightening to see how she structures her work week, and she just kind of does it in such bite-sized pieces that it allowed us to not be overwhelmed.
Yeah, but also she's like a single, well, she's married, but like doesn't have kids. They live a very like simple lifestyle. It's really cool to see. But so we've had to adjust like on our end. We have a bit more responsibilities with things, you know, clients and the baby and all that stuff. But nonetheless, she has been phenomenal and a great resource for us to learn from. So we'll definitely link her up.
Yeah.
But what I want to say to that too, because this is an episode about entrepreneurship, something that I've learned along the way is you just have to be flexible, because it really is trial and error and rinse and repeat, like literally almost every single day. So you try something, you learn from it, you adjust, and you try it again. And then you figure out how that goes, you adjust if you need to, and then you try it again. And you just do that over and over and over again. So it's been really fun. It's a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun. And like I said, it's a little bit of a different experience when you're blending in like one-on-one sessions, baby time, family time, just like, you know, shopping for RVs, planning vacation, you know, stuff like that, all the fun stuff. So that's where we've been all week. Is there anything you want to add, hon?
That's it.
Do you have any last words of wisdom?
I do not.
No?
No, we're walking right now. My brain's just focused on enjoying that.
Okay. All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Entrepreneurship, to have a little glimpse into our work week. Is there anything else?
That's it.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next episode.
All right.
Bye.